I never expected such an answer from my son. I was 28 at the time, and he had just gotten accepted into elementary school. I was sitting with him at a park. We were sitting on a bench, and he was telling me about his school day, all of his friends, all of his new teachers, and he was so happy and excited, I could tell. He went on to tell me about all of his friends and all the activities he did throughout the day. And we were in a park, so afterwards we got up and just walked around. It would be nice, especially for a little kid, to do that after a long school day. And we ran into a few people who obviously had an accent, whether that it was like a thick English accent or a New Zealand accent or from even somewhere in Europe. My son was always so interested in them, and he would ask politely where they're from, and they would tell him. So I honestly thought this might be a little rude, but they took it very well and told him exactly where they were from. And so after a long day, I and my son went back to my car. I was strapping him into the car seat, and he was trying to get me to take him to the library. And I asked why, and he said because he wanted to learn more about the people who he had met with accents. And I mean, what parent wouldn't like allow that to happen? So of course I wanted to fulfill his crave for knowledge, and I took him to the library, and he read up on all these books, so he read up on all these books, and so I was trying to think of a question to ask him about his school day. And of course, since we met all of these people and he was reading up on all these different cultures, I was thinking I could ask him a question. I was thinking I could ask him if there were any foreigners in his school. Now, he's an elementary school child, but he's very smart. He wants to learn, and he knows what this word means. He's told me in the past. So I said, David, son, are there any foreigners in your school? And he like paused, sat, stopped moving, and with the biggest innocent smile on his face, he said to me, no, Dad, no foreigners, just kids, just like me. And in that moment, I caught myself almost in tears. I was thanking God for such an understanding and accepting child who doesn't discriminate. He's so interested in the world, and there's so much more to living than where he's living in, like, the country. He wants to learn more. And I think if there's one thing that we can take from this, it's that we are all brothers and sisters in Christ, and no matter where you're from, your skin tone, your language, we should just be like accepting and understanding of our differences. So thank you.